The French international, World Cup winner, he has close to 4 Champions League titles onto his name and very many La Liga titles in there, and name it. He goes by the names of Raphael Varane in there, has arrived at Carrington to undergo his medical today. Welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Guys, this is good news to Manchester United fans out there because Raphael Varane has made it to Manchester United. Welcome to this channel. Please, if at all you are new, subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Remember, onto this channel we do 100% football news from every team, Manchester United, Chelsea, but this story is officially dedicated to all the Manchester United fans out there, with me inclusive, because I support Manchester United in there. So, guys, Raphael Varane, the wait is over. The wait is over because we knew he signed. United agreed a deal with Real Madrid like 2.5 weeks ago, and it took Raphael Varane close to 2 weeks to fly to Manchester because of the visa problems. You know, when Great Britain got out of the European Union in there now, there are some things that they're really supposed to go through in there to see to it that they cross from another European country to Great Britain in there. But thank God he came in on Thursday with a plane in there. I did that story in there. The plane brought him to Manchester. He has been quarantining for 5 days. Remember, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That means yesterday it really came out as the last day for him to quarantine in there. And let me show you the van. That's the van that has brought in a man who goes by the names of Raphael Varane. It's reported that breaking, Raphael Varane has arrived at Carrington in there for his medical that is going to happen today in there, and tomorrow is expected to be unveiled as a Manchester United player. What deals United are doing, they are really doing them faster because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really wants these players to get used to his squad because he doesn't want to lose a point. Because when you look at the first 8 games of Manchester United, they are all easy games. The 9th game is going to be the hard one against is it Liverpool? That is on 23rd October. Then they'll play Man City and Chelsea. Those are the 3 consecutive hard games that United are having. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer really wants to get his players into the right order and right manner to see to it that they don't really come out to complain that we are not fit, as we started last season in there, United conceding very many goals in there, and they say the same thing. So that is the black van that always brings up Manchester United players at Carrington in there when they are going to undergo a medical. And I've seen very many teams also doing or using that van in there. I don't know what's the importance of the van, but it's what most teams use. It's always black in color, and the player is inside there, arrived safely at the Carrington in there, and is going to undergo a medical at Manchester United. That is Raphael Varane in there for you. And guess who came up and really broke this news? It was a man who goes by the names of Samuel Lucas in there. He reports for Manchester Evening News. That's what he reports for in there. And he came out and said that United hoping to do Raphael Varane medical today, provided he returns a negative COVID test. Plan is still to announce the signing on Wednesday. More to come soon. So he's one of the flies on the wall in there. When you see he reports lots of things from Manchester United, it's like the official reporter, not the official website of Manchester United. Leave the official website of Manchester United. This is the official blog, the other blog in there for United News in there. And Samuel Lucas came out and broke the news, and it has happened after this morning. Raphael Varane running a negative test of COVID. He was driven directly to what we call the Carrington in there. Remember, that is the complex where United does its medicals from, and he's expected in there to complete his medical today in there. That is Raphael Varane in there for you. And remember, he is just 28 years old, one of the signings that United have longed to have in there at United in there. He's expected to officially sign his contract on Wednesday morning before shooting shots for his unveiling ahead of a planned afternoon announcement in there. So the announcement of Raphael Varane is expected to happen in the afternoon in there. So expect that on Wednesday tomorrow around this time, his announcement will be coming through by Manchester United in there. That is Raphael Varane to you. Talented, young. United has been wanting him for a very long time in there. And finally they've gotten him. And it's understood the former Real Madrid star wants to start training on Wednesday. That is something that has really shocked me in there, to stake his claim for a starting role against Leeds in United's Premier League opener on Saturday. Although manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has already suggested Varane will be on the bench. If the French international is to have any chance of making the squad this weekend, United will have to complete the signing of Raphael Varane by 12 p.m. on Friday in order to have him registered in time for the match. That's what it's being said by a man who goes by the names of Samuel Lucas in there. And let me show you that tweet also in here, because you might say that I'm cooking my own words. I'm not. So that's the tweet in there. Raphael Varane wants to start training on Wednesday in B to stake his claim for a starting role against Leeds in Manchester United's Premier League opener on Saturday at Old Trafford in there. He really wants to play. I really love it when a player like Raphael Varane really comes out and shows how much he really wants to play for the club. It shows you that he loves United at heart. So, but there are players really coming through and they feel okay if they're not going to play or not. If the manager tells them that let's play, can we start on the next game of Manchester United? Is it playing Newcastle after a team which goes by names of Leeds? And the player will say, all right, manager, I'm okay with it. But Raphael Varane is not okay with that. He is just okay with starting to train tomorrow with Manchester United. Then later, he wants to train for Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and on Saturday he wants to play 90 minutes into that game of Manchester United versus Leeds, because he really wants to see to it that he's the reason as to why United has made a very big transformation into its central defense, having conceded 18 goals in set pieces. And it said that Raphael Varane really called for those clips in there of how United was defending in there. And while he was in Spain, those 2 weeks after really agreeing a deal with Manchester United to leave Real Madrid, and the deal was done and dusted in there, he was watching these clips. It shows you how much he really wants to know about United, how they defend. He has been in touch with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the defense coach, and the coach that coaches defenders at Manchester United. He has been in touch 24/7 with them, and I think he's really in a good position. So to me, I think Raphael Varane is the real deal in there. So what United have to do is that his signing or completion of the deal should happen before Friday, 6 p.m. That's when he'll be able to be eligible to play into the game of Leeds in there. To me, I feel like he has to play into that game of Leeds because his experience is really great, and he cannot fail to play with Harry Maguire because I think they can communicate very well. And the number one beneficiary in all this is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been put on the sword by very many United players, all fans in there, because of his side being lethal in there. Being exposed a lot, as United conceded very many goals from the right-hand side in there. But the reason was Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof both play well while they're playing on the left side of the centre-back. So they find themselves squeezing or pressing themselves so hard onto that left side of Luke Shaw in there, and they leave Aaron Wan-Bissaka alone. Hence, Aaron Wan-Bissaka dropping back into the central defense where he's not supposed to be defending. He's supposed to be defending that last ball of the goal on his side in there. So Raphael Varane is really going to do great for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but he comes in at a very, very, very trying time when United fans are thirsty for what we call a trophy, especially the Premier League. Even Nemanja Matic conducted an interview yesterday and said the most important trophy that United want is the Premier League. That is what Nemanja Matic said. And even me, that's what I've been saying on the other channel. If I told you Manchester United supporter, you can as well find a channel which goes by names of Manchester United Matters. I do Manchester United only onto that channel. I really came out and said that United does not want to win a Champions League. We first want to win a Premier League. Why? United has 20 Premier League trophies in there. Liverpool has 19. If at all Liverpool happens to win, it's really going to level United in there. You get? So United needs to first stretch that to keep its record in United Kingdom up there, such that it's hard for a team like Liverpool. Even if Liverpool wins one, we can really go on and win the second one. So to me, I think that's the most important trophy. And Raphael Varane comes in. Can he really give it United in there? That is the big question in there. And United really is a team that has been conceding lots of goals, because when you look at the Premier League table last season, United came second in there, but they conceded loads and loads of goals in there. And when you look at the Premier League season, they would have really been able to really win the title in there, because by the start of the new year, United was ahead was on top of the table. But guess what? They lost to Sheffield. They drew with Leicester City. They drew with Everton in there. So they drew with Chelsea, close to 4 games. United had 3 draws and 1 loss. So, and when you look at how United had been conceding goals in there, look at the game of Leicester that would have given United a very good run in there. United was ahead twice. Rashford scored the first goal. In there, they equalized because of a defensive error in there. Scott McTominay was really lazy to come up and really defend very well in there. That's why United needs a CDM in there. Bruno Fernandes gave United a lead in there around the 60th minute, and around 88th minute, Jamie Vardy got an equalizer in there. That shows you that there is laxity into the defense of Manchester United, and their games, United would have been collecting, because in all those games, United scored goals, but they failed to defend. And the most annoying one was that of Everton. United scoring 3, being 2 up, Everton comes back, equalizes 2-2. Scott McTominay puts United ahead, and in the dying minutes in the Harry Maguire plays a man who goes by names of Calvert-Lewin. Onside, free kick brought in and banged in. That is Calvert-Lewin, and the goal goes into end 3-3 in there. So Raphael Varane comes in at a very trying time at Manchester United, and he's coming through. We really see to it that United will reduce on the number of goals they conceded in the Premier League. When you look at the Premier League, United scored 73 goals and they conceded 44 goals. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Teams like Man City were known for that. You get? So Man United conceded 44 goals. So that means United has to cut. The coming of Raphael Varane should see United reduce its number of goals it concedes from 44 to at least 20 in there. That means you are really securing close to 10 points in there. And when you look at 10 points or 10 points, that is the difference that Man City won the title on, because Man City had a point difference of 12 points in there. So it shows you that United would have been well into the title race if at all they really had a defender like Raphael Varane. Others, they did well, they scored goals in there, but the stupid goals they really conceded in there. Raphael Varane also should note that United were out of the Champions League for a reason, being that the game that they needed to really get a point or win away in Turkey, that is Istanbul Başakşehir, they never really did that. They never really did that, and it never happened, and they lost that game 2-1 because of a poor defensive error in there. So Raphael Varane comes in at United at a trying time, and we expect him to do the needful in there. But all in all, he has arrived at Manchester United. As you see there onto the screen, he's undergoing a medical right now, and I know he's going to pass it in there. So you can go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Raphael Varane arriving at Manchester United. Is undergoing his medical and is going to be unveiled tomorrow as a Manchester United player. Thank you guys for watching in. This is Rokani David onto this channel, which goes by names of the football news, top trends and lifestyle zone. Feel free guys to subscribe to this channel if at all you are new, and if at all you've already subscribed and you've not hit the notification bell, do it. Click the notification bell, because if at all you don't click the notification bell, it will be hard for you to get notified when we upload a video. That means you'll be missing out on some content from this channel, and yet we do some great content, as you guys appreciate in the comment section. So I'm Rokani David, R&D, I'm all smiles. Raphael Varane medical soon is happening in there. He is happy to be at Manchester. United has been wanting him for very many years, close to a decade plus 1 year. Sir Alex Ferguson wanted him in 2010, and he really never got him. And guess what? There is something that is connecting in there. In 2010, United wanted Raphael Varane, and he snapped United to go into Real Madrid after the sporting director by then, Zinedine Zidane, talked to him and took him to Madrid. And United went in and brought in a man who goes by the name of Phil Jones. You get? Now Phil Jones is putting on shirt number 4. And guess what? A man that was supposed to come at United 10 years ago, and Phil Jones wouldn't have come in, is back at United and is going to take over the shirt number of Phil Jones, which is shirt number 4. So it's Phil Jones 20, Raphael Varane versus Phil Jones 2010. It's coming back in 2021, Raphael Varane versus Phil Jones again. This time round, it's Raphael Varane joining United and taking away shirt number 4, because that is the accustomed number of Raphael Varane. So your thoughts are really Welcome to the comment section below. Tell me what you think about Raphael Varane undergoing his medical and completing it and going to be unveiled today. And he wants to start training tomorrow in there, such that he takes part into the Leeds game in there. Though Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out and said, no, they are not starting, they are going to be on the bench. But the player who goes by the name of Raphael Varane says, I'm going to start. And it's going to start because players like those, the manager just asks him, do you feel that you are okay to play for United right now? You get? So, and Raphael Varane, with the big heart that he has and experience and the eagerness has to play for Manchester United in there, he will say, I'm ready, sir. And that's what will happen. And Ole will land him straight into the pitch to play alongside Harry Maguire, alongside Leeds in there. But in Leeds game, I think with the intelligence that he has and the technique, I think he's going to handle it, because Leeds, they run a lot, and he's a fast player, he's a fast defender. That is Raphael Varane in there for you. And he's smart upstairs, he has the brain in there. Remember, he fancies Rio Ferdinand. Feels great to come back and play for a team which goes by names of Manchester United, because his idol or role model into this game of football was Rio Ferdinand. He really wanted to be like Real Ferdinand in there, and finally he arrives at Manchester United to play that role that Ferdinand was playing at United alongside the Nemanja Vidic. Though this time round, Raphael Varane is going to play this role alongside the Manchester United captain, who goes by names of Harry Maguire. I'm out for now. 5-finger salute. Welcome to Manchester United, Raphael Varane. See you later in another video.